Have you ever caught a glimpse of yourself in a mirror or a store window and thought, when did my shoulders start slumping like that? Or maybe you've noticed your back aches a little more after sitting too long, or you feel slightly off balance when you stand up. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. It sneaks up on many of us. The slow, quiet shift in posture that happens over the years. The truth is, posture isn't just about how you look. It's about how you feel. And more importantly, it's about how long and how well you live. After 60, posture becomes one of the most important, yet overlooked, parts of our health. When your posture changes, everything else starts to shift with it. Your breathing, your digestion, your balance, your energy, even your mood. It's not just about standing tall. It's about standing strong. In this video, we're going to have a heart-to-heart about something that could make a big difference in your life. Starting today, we're going to explore how your posture affects your longevity and well-being, and what simple things you can start doing to support your body every single day. No special equipment, no gym membership, and definitely no fancy routines. Just a bit of awareness and a few new habits that can help you feel younger, more confident, and more alive. So let's talk about something that's probably happening without you even noticing it. The gradual way your posture can shift as you age. Most people think it's just getting older, but that's not the whole story. What really happens is that the muscles in your back and core, which used to be strong from everyday activity, slowly weaken if we stop using them. And as those muscles weaken, the spine starts to round, the shoulders roll forward, and the head leans out in front of the body. A little more each year. You might think it's harmless or just a cosmetic thing, but let me share something that might surprise you. Poor posture can actually make it harder to breathe deeply. When you're hunched over, your lungs don't have the room they need to fully expand. That means less oxygen reaching your body and brain, and that can affect your energy, your memory, and even your mood. So if you've been feeling a little more tired lately or struggling to focus, your posture might have more to do with it than you think. And then there's balance. Good posture is a foundation for staying steady on your feet. When your head shifts forward and your center of gravity changes, it can throw off your sense of balance. That's why people with poor posture are more likely to stumble or fall. And after 60, falls are no small thing. A single fall can lead to broken bones or weeks of recovery that nobody wants to deal with. But here's the good news. Posture isn't set in stone. You can improve it no matter your age. The body responds to small, consistent changes. And the first step is simple. Awareness. Just noticing how you're sitting or standing throughout the day can be a game changer. Take a moment right now, yes, right now, to check in with your body. Are your shoulders relaxed or hunched? Is your chin lifting upward or jutting forward? Are your feet flat on the floor or tucked underneath you? These little posture check-ins only take a few seconds, but they help retrain your muscles and your brain to hold your body in a healthier position. Now, let's talk about your core. You've probably heard that word thrown around a lot, especially in fitness circles. But let me break it down in a way that makes sense. Your core isn't just your belly muscles. It's a whole group of muscles, front, back, and sides, that support your spine and keep you upright. And after 60, these muscles tend to get a bit lazy if we don't use them. But here's a simple trick you can try right now. While sitting or standing, gently pull your belly button in toward your spine. Not so much that it feels like a crunch, but just enough to engage your middle. That tiny movement helps activate your core muscles. Do that a few times a day, maybe while brushing your teeth, waiting for kettle to boil, or sitting at a red light. And over time, your body will start remembering what it feels like to sit and stand tall. When your core is strong, your posture improves almost effortlessly. You'll find it easier to get up from a chair, walk longer distances, and feel more balanced in everything you do. And perhaps most importantly, it helps protect your spine and your independence as you age. Now, let's not forget about the shoulders. They carry more than grocery bags and grandchildren. They also carry a lot of tension. When you're stressed or tired, it's common for your shoulders to creep up toward your ears without you realizing it. And when that happens often, it starts to affect your neck, your upper back, and your posture overall. A lovely little exercise to release that tension is the shoulder roll. Just lift your shoulders up toward your ears, then roll them back and down in a nice, slow circle. Do this a few times throughout the day, especially if you've been sitting for a while. It helps open up your chest, reset your posture, and even calm your mind. You might be amazed at how much better you feel after just a few shoulder rolls. Sometimes the simplest things are the most powerful. Now that we've talked about building awareness and strengthening your core and shoulders, let's gently shift our focus to what comes next. Because once we start noticing the way we carry ourselves and give our core and shoulders a little extra tension, something beautiful begins to happen. We reconnect with our bodies. And when we reconnect, we begin to move with more intention, more ease, and more strength. But posture isn't just about muscles. It's also about movement. You see, the human body was never meant to sit for hours on end. But as we get older, especially after retirement or for managing aches and pains, it's easy to fall into a routine where we spend more and more time seated, watching TV, reading, chatting on the phone. All wonderful activities, of course. But when they come without breaks, they can take a real toll on your spine and joints. That's why gentle, regular movement is so important. Not just for your heart or your joints, but also for your posture. Even a short stroll around the house every hour or so can reset your alignment, stretch your muscles, and help your body remember how to stand tall. And here's a small secret that a lot of physical therapists wish more people knew. Walking with good posture is like giving your spine a little massage. With every step, the natural movement of your arms and legs helps your back muscles engage. And this is key, it only works if you're not hunched forward or shuffling. So the next time you take a walk, whether it's around the living room, to the mailbox, or through the park, try this. Imagine there's a string gently lifting the top of your head toward the sky, like a puppet being pulled upright. Relax your shoulders, engage that belly just a bit, and let your arms swing naturally at your sides. Don't overthink it, just think tall and light. You'll be surprised how much better it feels, and how your whole body responds with more energy and stability. Let's also talk about the hips, those quiet workhorses of the body that don't get much attention until they start causing problems. As posture shifts with age, it's common for the pelvis to tilt forward or backward, which then throws the spine out of alignment. When your hips aren't in the right position, everything above them, your back, shoulders, and neck, has to compensate. That's when strain, tightness, and even pain can start creeping in. One of the best ways to support healthy hips and maintain good posture is simply to stretch them. Gently, of course. A basic seated stretch can do wonders. Sitting on a sturdy chair, place one ankle on the opposite knee and gently lean forward just a little, feeling a light stretch through your hip. You don't need to push or strain, just a calm, easy stretch. Hold it for a few breaths, then switch sides. This kind of small movement keeps your hips open and relaxed, which gives your spine the support it needs to stay upright and comfortable. Now, let's not forget about the neck and head, areas where poor posture often hides without us realizing it. Have you ever found yourself leaning in closer to read a book or squinting at your phone? Over time, this habit causes what some people call text neck, where the head slowly moves forward and puts pressure on the neck and upper spine. And here's the thing. For every inch your head moves forward, your neck feels like it's carrying an extra 10 pounds. That's a lot of unnecessary stress on your body. But again, this is something you can easily begin to change with small habits. Try this little adjustment next time you're looking at a screen. Instead of bringing your head down to the phone or book, bring the item up to eye level. Prop it up on a pillow or hold it a bit higher. Just that simple shift helps your neck stay aligned with your spine, and that reduces fatigue and tension more than you might expect. There's also a gentle chin tuck you can practice, not by pushing your head back, but by slightly draw your chin in as if you're making a double chin. I know that doesn't sound very glamorous, but it helps straighten the upper spine and ease the strain on your neck. Do it a few times while watching TV or reading, and you'll start retraining your body to hold your head in a more natural, supported position. And let's not underestimate the role of breathing. I know it might sound strange, but the way you breathe and your posture are closely connected. When you're hunched forward, your lungs can't expand fully. That means you're taking shallow breaths, which often makes you feel more tired or anxious. But when you sit or stand tall, you allow space for your diaphragm to move properly, and suddenly your breath becomes deeper, calmer, and more energizing. So here's something lovely to try. Once a day, just stop whatever you're doing, sit upright, place one hand on your belly, and take 5 slow, deep breaths. Breathe in through your nose, letting your belly rise gently, then exhale slowly through your mouth. That's it, just 5 breaths. It's like giving your entire nervous system a little moment of peace. And over time, this habit can also help train your body to return to better posture naturally. When you start putting all these small habits together, posture checks, gentle stretches, mindful breathing, and upright walking, they create a kind of harmony in your body. You begin to feel more grounded, more steady, and more connected to yourself. And that's when the magic happens, when your body starts moving with you, not against you. Next, let's take a closer look at how your environment and daily routines can support or sabotage your posture without you even realizing it. Because sometimes it's not our bodies that need fixing. It's the little habits in our environment that slowly chip away at our alignment over time. Let's look around for a moment. At the chairs we sit in, the pillows we use, even the shoes we wear. These everyday things can either help our posture or quietly make it worse. Take your favorite armchair. For example, it's cozy, soft, maybe even a little sunken in from years of loyal use. But if it pulls your hips lower than your knees or causes you to slump back without support, it's probably not doing your spine any favors. Now, that doesn't mean you need to toss it out. Not at all. Just try adding a small cushion behind your lower back or a folded blanket under your hips to lift them up a little. These tiny tweaks can completely change how your spine aligns while you sit. And when it comes to your bed, something as simple as a pillow that's too high or too flat can leave your neck in a strained position all night. That's hours of stress while you're trying to rest. So try this test. When you lie on your side, your neck should feel straight, not tilted up or down. If it doesn't, adjust the pillow height. The same goes for when you're lying on your back. Your head should be gently supported, not propped too far forward. A good night's sleep should help your posture, not undo all the good work you've done during the day. Shoes are another one we often overlook, especially indoors. Those old slippers that feel like clouds under your feet, they might not be offering enough support. Without firm soles or arch support, your feet start to collapse inward, and that misalignment works its way up to the knees, hips, and back. So even inside the house, it's worth investing in a supportive pair of shoes or insoles. It might not seem like a big deal, but it's one of those little things that can quietly keep you upright and steady. Now, let's talk about something we all deal with, especially after 60, aches and stiffness. Maybe it's your lower back or your neck or a hip that feels a little tight in the mornings. These aren't just annoyances, they're your body's way of saying, help me out a little. And posture is often both the problem and the solution. When we sit or move with poor alignment, our muscles are constantly compensating. They're working harder than they should just to keep us balanced. That's exhausting. It creates fatigue, tension, even chronic pain. But when we restore proper posture, those same muscles can finally relax into the job they were designed for: gentle support. Nothing fancy, just balanced, natural strength. The good news is it's never too late to improve your posture. Truly, your body is always listening, always adapting. Even if you've been hunched over for years, even if your shoulders feel stuck or your back feels stiff, there is room for change. It won't happen overnight, but every small adjustment you make, every conscious breath, every stretch, every walk with your head held high, adds up. Day by day, your posture can improve, and with it, your energy, balance, and even your mood. And that brings us to something I want you to really hear. This is not about trying to look younger or forcing your body into some kind of perfect shape. It's about honoring the body you have right now and giving it the support it deserves. Posture is self-care. It's love in motion. It says, I value my health. I choose to show up for myself. Because here's the truth. Posture isn't just physical, it's emotional. When we stand tall, we feel more confident. When we breathe deeply, we think more clearly. When we move with intention, we feel more alive. Good posture grounds us in the present moment. It reminds us that we're still strong, still growing, and still capable of living fully, no matter our age. So, if you've made it this far in the video, I want you to take a moment and just sit tall. Right now, roll your shoulders back. Lift your chest gently. Soften your jaw. Take a slow, deep breath. Feel how your body responds to that simple act. That's the power of posture. These are small changes, yes, but over weeks and months, they can shift the way you move through the world. They can reduce pain, improve balance, and help you stay active and independent for years to come. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to begin. And now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you noticed how your posture affects your day? Do you have a favorite stretch or habit that helps you feel more upright and energized? Share it with us in the comments below. I promise, your story might be just the encouragement someone else needs today. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you want more warm, practical advice like this, hit that subscribe button and join our little community. There's so much more we can do together to stay strong, stay joyful, and live each year with purpose. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Take care of yourself, stand tall, and remember, you are never too old to feel good in your body. Here's to living your best life, one upright step at a time.